of the most exciting dining trends to emerge in Kuala Lumpur of late has been the supper club. One of the most notable supper clubs, I would say without reservation, is Lexy Secret Service, which is held bizarrely at a beautiful bike store in Sentul. Hey, why do you do it in the bicycle store? Why don't you do it at home?
It's because you're obviously going to have like 12 to 14 guests every session. So, parking spaces, etc., etc. There's a lot of things to consider, obviously.
So it was the logistics that prevented you from doing it more than the lack of hospitality sort of thing?
Yeah, because I think if I did have it at home, my parents would be quite a good addition to it. I do have a very quirky dad.
As far as locations go, I mean, this bike store is just gorgeous, isn't it? You're very lucky that the owner has been so...
Yeah, Mark's been awesome. Like, he's just like, yeah, go ahead, do this and everything.
Okay, so Mark, what were your first thoughts when this lady just approached out of the blue and said, can I throw dinner parties at your store?
First, when she rocked up, she asked if she could sell her cakes in my pantry. So one day she just say like, hey, can I do a supper club in your store? I'm like, man, what is supper club? Her exact line to her is where strangers meet and have dinner.
Started, it was just all my friends who decided to come. My friends brought their friends, and that went on. That sort of snowballed as well. So the third round, I remember, I was booked out before I even announced the menu. So it's quite exciting like that.
Hey, so Leon, how did you get roped into being a business partner?
So I've always had a passion for food, and I thought, hey, she actually does really, really good food, right? So I was like, look, you can actually take this to the next level and actually expose this to a lot more people. And so we started, brainstorming a few things. I think what was really, really lacking, or what is really, really lacking in Malaysia is almost like food incubator.
Yes.
So I thought, hey, actually, you know what? You can bring all these three people together, but before we do that, let's walk the talk, right?
Yeah.
So we actually want to do almost like a pilot, where both of us want to walk the talk and actually show people in Malaysia that, hey, look, with a minimum budget, we're really, really lean business model. We actually serve really, really great food at affordable prices. And I think Lexy is, a testament to that. I'm just like the person, the backseat driver. So yeah, all thanks to Lexy.
Sean's one of the guests this evening at the Supper Club. He's the author of Eat, Drink, KL. So when you first heard that there were supper clubs in KL, what was your first thought?
They're really passionate. They're passionate about people. They're passionate about food. So that helps. It's a different energy compared to restaurants, and that's what people come here for. I think it's going to take off pretty well.
Where do you think it'll go from this trend? What do you think it'll evolve into?
Well, if you ask someone like Lexy, she has dreams of owning her own cafe or starting her own restaurant. So this is like a good starting point where she is a training ground. She gets to test out her stuff, and there's not much capital involved in it. So I think that helps her helps all of these people to maybe in 10 years' time become the restaurateurs who will all be talking about at that point.
Mina.
Yes.
Hey, Mina is author of awhiffoflemongrass.com, prize-winning blog. And what do you think of all these supper club trends? Do you think it's a fad? Do you think it's something that's here to stay?
No, it's not a fad. It's popular all around the world. So, I think it's about time Malaysia had more supper clubs. And I think supper clubs definitely have the advantage right now. And
it's more intimate, right?
it is. There's no restriction to the menu, no restriction to cuisines. You can do the supper club guys can do anything they want.
Right.
So yeah.
I'm the garlic bread maker. Thank you very much. Have a good evening. Enjoy your meal. Thank you. Welcome.